Let's go to the Gator Bowl. Let's go to Jacksonville, Florida. Let's talk about Clemson and let's talk about Kentucky. Now, this line's 4.5, depending on where you're looking at it. But guess what? We're going to pick it at 4.5 because we don't like pushes here. No, we do not. Guess what I'm going to do? I thought about it a lot. And guess what? A lot of the week, I was like, Clemson's a much better team. Clemson is more talented. They have a better quarterback. They have a better running back. They have more talent on the defensive side of the football. They have a better offensive line. But guess what? I'm taking Kentucky plus 4 and 1.
Oh,
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm
you know,
somehow trusting Devin Leary. And guess what? I was number 1 on the Kentucky Tennessee fraud alert train, which ended up kind of panning out pretty well for me. But man, there's a lot of important names out for Clemson.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, you want to go through the list?
yeah. Starting with Andrew Makuba, right? He's in the portal. I believe he's going to Texas.
Yep.
You know how good he is. Starting safety for them. You got Bo Collins on his way to Notre Dame.
Yep. Starting
Pretty good
receiver.
wide receiver for them as well. Couple of linemen, Mitchell Mays. You got Sage Ennis, a tight end. Toriano Pride, another cornerback in the portal going to Missouri. Highly rated guy out of high school. Really good tape this year, I thought, in limited action. Some opt-outs to the NFL draft. Nate Wiggins, again, 2 corners. That's tough. You never like to see that. Jeremiah Trotter, all American type at linebacker, and then rookie or I'm sorry if I butchered that. Really good defensive lineman there up front for them. We don't know. We will see Barrett Carter's probably going to play, even though he's coming back next year, which is a good boost for 2024 Clemson. Don't know if he's going to play in the bowl game. Tyler Davis, I think he sounds like he's playing. A stud D tackle for them up front. And then again, another corner is injured in Sheridan Jones. That is down to 3 cornerbacks. You're going to start true freshmen, Avion Terrell and Shelton Lewis, right? Terrell's played a little bit more, 320 snaps, which is good. Lewis is under 100. So look for Devin Leary in that passing attack, maybe to get going here
That's what I'm saying. And
with
like,
Kentucky.
oh, I've been so critical of Devin Leary this year, so critical, but yet there were 2 games which he played very well. Tennessee, with a very good pass rush, but their secondary was a little leaky there on the back end.
Yep.
And then you played a team like Louisville, who actually has a pretty decent secondary. I don't know what happened there. He just diced them up. So I'm kind of looking for this second half of the year momentum. Devin Leary, you got no opt outs except what Ray Davis is the only opt out.
No, Davis is actually going to play. It's going to be
Even
Keaton Wade on the edge
better.
there.
Even better. That's the only if that's the only opt out, I'll take a team that wants to be there if you're giving me 4.5 points. And I'll take a win straight up too, I guess. Reluctantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you here. I think Kentucky's the right play at plus 4.5.
I didn't think I was gonna be doing this.
I don't like it at all, but it's Devin Leary's swan song. I love it for the 6-year senior for them. Again, we talked about positions in the transfer portal that continue to get hurt, and that cornerback and that secondary really, really does scares me for Clemson. I think Devin Leary can get it done through the air, and Ray Davis is obviously a stud in his own right, which is tough, especially without a guy like Jeremiah Trotter. They're going to miss him up front or in that front 7. Yeah, Clemson, I would love to see Cade Klubnik and them continue to, develop him, see what they got going with Garrett Riley, get some of the wide receivers involved. You got 2 running backs we really love on the show. But I just haven't seen it. And here's the thing, I don't love Kentucky either. I don't. I just think Clemson kind of got buried by the portal and by some opt-outs at some certain positions that are key for them. Really makes me nervous. So that's why I'm going to go Kentucky with them.
Yeah, I mean, like, can you say like with confidence that you like love that pick?
No.
No.
I don't know. Clemson, again, they were a really weird team this year where they lost some games they shouldn't have lost, and then they beat some teams right at the end of the year, which is, I guess, good wins for them. North Carolina and South Carolina. They manhandled Notre Dame and Georgia Tech, which was awesome there. So, like, again, both these teams are honestly very untrustworthy untrustworthy teams. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive game, hence the line being under 5 points there.
When in doubt, take the points.
That's the thing. Yeah, if it's gonna be close there, if it's gonna be a field goal either way, we'll take the 4.5.
Yeah. Okay, I will say this is one of those games though that you do need to keep a close eye on for live betting purposes. Like, how good is Clemson's secondary? If Devin Leary starts dicing them up early, like it might be okay to lay some points with Kentucky. If they go down, score early, and you start liking that, I might be on Kentucky live betting. So just something to watch out for. I'm not taking them for Dawson Sign or anything like that.
One player watching this game is going to be Tyler Brown. This is the true freshman right there from South Carolina. He's a wide receiver for them, 5'11, 180. He's got over 50 receptions on the year. I really love his game. He can do everything. He contested catches, even at a short, smaller stature, run after the catch, all route trees. I love his game a lot there. I think, if Cade Klubnik gets going, I know they missed some guys in the portal, Bo Collins, et cetera, et cetera. As some injuries, Antonio Williams. But I think Tyler Brown has been that mainstay. I think they're going to continue to develop him and focus in on him and create a really good game plan for him to really thrive. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Like I said, Kentucky.
Yeah, this is not gambling advice, but however, if you're on Prize Picks, which not everyone is, and or if you're on Prize Picks, I guess it's Tyler Brown's receiving yardage on Prize Picks is at 40.5. That feels pretty good to me. Does that feel pretty good to you?
Yeah, that's kind of been what he's been at it in some of his better games.
But
Or
no Bo Collins.
yeah, exactly. And honestly, I think Kentucky's secondary. I don't know. It's gonna be a do they show up? It's one of those things like you can lie bet on that too. So we're not gonna tell you to bet. We're not gonna obviously bet responsibly. Do whatever you want to do there. But this is gonna be a game for sure. We're gonna love to watch and see what's going on there down in Jacksonville, Florida.
Prize Picks sponsor us.